is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38.
They'll try the left side. Wheatley. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two. Get the yellow, 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 yellow. Let's go, all right. It's a part now. Yellow.
From the 39, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career.
Yellow.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. You go tight.
Right side.
On first down, Wheatley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Come on, baby.
Hey, Sunday, on Sunday. Right, 57 colors. Right side.
Mahomes now on first down. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Yellow. Right side.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, check my 50. Mike is a 50. Mike. 50. I got you.
Shotgun now for Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Man, I got you.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Carr completes it, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They'll throw over the middle, taken in. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33.
Check 4, check
6-18. Bravo.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
From the 29, Carr. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. They got to get to the 23 here on third.
Check safety, check safety.
White Monday down. Express.
From the gun, it's Carr. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Now a give, right side. Gunter. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Parkey adds the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to. We still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out.
Yellow. Argo blue lady. My side.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Eye on these two. Eye on these two. Argo lady.
Pick up the ball. Check 31. Check 31.
15.
Check 15.
They'll run on first down. Wheatley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. General. West.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. It's Hill, complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, if you're going to pass on 3rd and 1, you better get a first down if you complete it. They completed it, but no gain.
The aiming point has to be beyond the first down marker where you throw the ball. 3rd and 1, you can't have anything that's even close to the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you run the risk of what we just saw there, not getting the first down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Hey, Delta. 53, come on. 53, check 53. Express. Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing now is Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
694. Go! Go! We got this. We got this.
Shift! Watch later one. Put that down.
Check 13.
Get down. Get down. That's up.
To throw his car. Buying time to his left. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
The Chiefs take over first down 10 at the 45-yard line.
Yellow! I'll go on, 80! Yellow!
Shift! Shift!
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
The score, Chiefs 14, Raiders 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
Their own 37-yard line.
What now?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Down. 180. Check, 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 check. Check, check 43.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Down. 180. Watch the curve.
Brings up 2nd and 9
Kill.
at the Chiefs' 48-yard
Hey! I-7!
Express. Low, low, low.
On 2nd and 9. Carr. This is caught by Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Carr now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie!
Operating from the gun. Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Check. Kill.
Hey! Wahoo!
Express. Wide motion.
Carr now to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On first down, Gunter. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Second and 11 at the 16-yard line.
Yo, Chief. Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Hey.
On second down, Gunter. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Let's go.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On second down now, Gunter, and he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I got you.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
To number 31. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Now Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Here I come. Here I come.
Five.
Here I come.
Express.
Line 36. Line 36. Watch the out. Watch the
The final shot here before half for Carr. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Carr going to throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Frank Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Ain't no way.
Mike 36. Mike 36.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr is going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
Just 21 yards on the punt there. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. He finds Austin complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
I on these two.
Come on, G.
Hey, Ripley.
Mike 55. Right there.
They'll run on 1st down. Wheatley. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Yellow. I'm the blue lady.
Mike. Here we go.
Yellow. Right.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mahomes complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll get nothing out of that one. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Throwing on 2nd down. Carr. That one complete. Elliott. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Check. 53's Mike. Check.
Express. We ain't giving up nothing today. Express.
So that'll back him up 5.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a give, right side. Gunter finding some room at midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
White Monday down. 6:37.
Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So they will go ahead and obviously decline the pass interference, and the touchdown will stand. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Ready, 9. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
From the gun, Carr, and that is incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Right here, right here.
Throwing now is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
He's coming.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Being chased out left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
First down and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Heavy. Crunch. Hey, Raider 2.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First down, Raiders.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. We're back now in KC. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4.
What now? Waiting.
I'm coming.
93. You're mine. Get set. Right down.
Rush in.
Carr now on 1st down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
It's going to be a long day. Switch. Kill.
X3. 218. Chop. Go, Jumbo. 1. Raider 1.
On play action, it's Carr. And fights him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Check 3.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's got his guys set up great now. First and goal, and the Pigs get at the 7-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Gunter. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now Parkey for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Raiders 26, Chiefs 14. Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10.
5-2's the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
Now here's Mahomes. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means other guys on his team helped him out a lot, that they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Mahomes going to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Check 53. I don't even know why this team showed up.
On first down, Gunter. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. And they give this time to the tailback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball.
Kill.
Switch gears. Safe.
Right Monday down.
Hey, alert 3. He's checking.
On third down, Gunter. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. On first down, Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. They get 1 more as the extra point's up and good. Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 4th now in Minneapolis. And not much trouble in that game for the Vikings. They've opened their lead further. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have 1 timeout. You look at the clock, and let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
Watch the twist. You go tight.
Protein spill.
You got tight right there.
They'll run on first down. Gunter. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll keep it on the ground. Gunter, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Mike 50.
And they, in fact, will throw it. And Robinson with a big catch. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On first down, Gunter. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Down. 180.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 36, 36.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gunter. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Raiders, there will be a few sighs of relief, no doubt, in that locker room as they get their first win in 9 tries. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.